foot tall, they can shoot the ball. The first thing, oh, that's Kevin Durant. Stop.
No.
Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. Ain't gonna be no more Kevin Durants. But here's the thing. I don't see him as being a perennial all-star, an all-NBA type of what I would expect from the number 2 pick in the draft, Skip. Do I see a guy that can put a franchise on his back and says, okay, we're going to the playoffs and we're going multiple rounds in the playoffs like a Dirk Nowitzki? I don't see that. I don't see, Skip, his body's still concerned. The concerns that I had with him pre-draft and then watching him play again in Summer League are still my same concerns. I believe he can block. He will block a lot of shots. He'll be a top 3, top 5 as far as block shots because he has a knack. He has great timing.
He does.
And anticipation when it comes to blocking shots, Skip. But I just haven't seen the consistency. And I know it's just Summer League, so I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and say, Skip, this is what he's going to be. But I feel a little bit more secure and confident that Banchero and Smith will shape out to be better players than what I believe Chet Holmgren would be. Skip, it's just hard to say. I mean, I like to find a middle ground. You're like, okay, is he going to be this or is he going to be that? That's a lot of space in between there. But I don't think he'll be a bust unless you're saying he needs to have a Kevin Durant type career. Well, if you're expecting that, he's going to be a bust because I don't believe he's going to have that. But I also don't believe he'll be a guy that he'll be on 7, 8, 9 different teams and he'll just be a journeyman. I don't believe he'll be that. So I will say if I had to grade him on a scale, what do I think his career will be? I'll go 5.5, maybe a 6. I'm not going 7, 8, 9. Definitely not, damn sure not going 9, 10. But I don't believe he'll be a 1 or 2 either.
Okay, but I think you're conceding he's way closer to beast than bust, right?
Nah,
not that he's going to be a beast, but again, the scales would tip toward beast range than bust range.
I think the thing is because he's so adept and astute at blocking shots and his time is so impeccable. So, Skip, that's something. I mean, he'll have a lot of value. But do I believe he'll be a 20 and 10 guy? I don't see 20 and 10, Skip.
Okay.
You see 20-10?
Maybe. But I need to see some different intangibles that I'm seeing. On the skill level, I definitely see 20 and 10. The skill level is extraordinary. Now, I'm going to have to classify. I'm going to have to categorize. I'm discussing 7-foot white American players. This is by far, the most extraordinarily talented, skilled that I have seen.
Okay.
Even when he was getting the ball off the board last night and starting the break by dribbling, his strides are so long. I guarantee you, if he went out and timed right now in a 40, he would run under 5 flat, which is at 7'1", 7'6" length. It's pretty good. And there are going to be times as he grows up in this league, if you don't stop ball on the break, he's going to dunk it on you.
Right.
Because he is so long and he dunks it so quick and easily that he will dunk it the length of the floor on you if you don't stop ball.
And plus he has range, Skip, so he might even pull up from the 3. So you're going to have to pick him up.
Okay. So speaking of pulling up, could we see the 3 he made last night? Because he actually created this 3 with a dribble and a step back. You got to give him the fact that, okay, so he says, I size you up and then I dribble and I step back on you and I rip it.
Yeah.
Okay? It just doesn't grow on trees. He's a tree, but that doesn't grow on trees, that kind of skill. Okay? And he shot it with confidence like, I can do this.
Right.
Then I'm going to re-show you the play I showed at the end of the day yesterday because we're running out of time, but this is against Jabari Smith Jr., as they call him, Jabari Smith Jr., but at the end of the game, this was down the stretch against Houston the other night, he wowed me because he takes the ball and decides to drive it in the middle on Jabari, and then he wheels to his left and shoots a left-handed jump hook.
That's nice.
I haven't, that's the only time I've seen it in, what's he played, 5 Summer League games. That's the only time. Okay, young man, if you can start to evolve that, if you can develop that and you can start to trust it, that will work in this league, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then on shot blocking, down the stretch last night, they end up hanging on to win another game. So their team has been pretty good, in part because Josh Giddey played in the NBA last year.
I love the fact that they're playing Josh Giddey with him, so he'll get acclimated.
It's what's happening, okay? So down the stretch, I want to show you his 4th and 5th fouls, because this is where he's going to have his biggest problem, because people are going to try to bully him. Who's going to get the call? Because at some point, he needs to earn the right to get these calls. Here's the first one. Okay, the kid wheels on him and tries to just knock him out of the way. And he hangs in on this one, and he makes him eat his shot, and they called a foul. I don't think this is a foul on Chet. I don't think it is.
No.
Don't you think he's standing his ground there better than he had before?
Yeah. The guy just got off balance.
I just don't. And he's looking around like, me? Really? Okay, then there's another one. This is the 5th foul, where the kid just drives it right up into his belly button. And he's like, wait, yeah. I'm not sure that was the play. But yeah, okay. So they called foul on Chet, but he's just saying, I'm right here. I got this. And he tipped the basketball.
Well, he got fouled before because the guy pushed him in the back.
He did. He pushed him in the back. Okay. So the point is, he's going to have to earn some calls to start threatening to lead the league in blocks.
What is Oklahoma City? What food you are known for in Oklahoma? He needs to eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
He's scared. I don't know.
Good old American food.
Okay, so rice and
steak
beans.
And potatoes.
Okay, well, he needs to eat steak and potatoes for every meal.
Yep.
Maybe if he can put on 20 pounds.
Okay, so I watched James Wiseman the other night in his summer league debut. He's listed at 7 feet, 240 pounds, and he plays with authority. Yes. He plays with authority, and I thought he looked pretty good. He scored 11. He had 2 rebounds and 2 blocks.
Right.
But he had 1 3 that he shot, and just looked sweet to me. It looked like he could do that.
Right.
Okay? Can Chet achieve that level of strength and
man, if Chet gets to 240, now if he can get to 240 and still possess the skill set and the speed and athleticism, well, now we talking a whole. Because my only concern is that frame.
Okay, my concern is the frame. I give you that, but here's what I don't love. I don't see consistent intensity.
No, he's not consistent.
I don't see killer in him. I'm talking about basketball killer, where suddenly he just says, give me the ball and get out of the way. I'm gonna do this right now. He constantly defers to his elders.
Right.
He loves Josh Giddey. He once again last night, the game's over, they wanted to talk to Chet because he had a decent game.
16 and 10.
16 and 10. So ESPN wants to talk to Chet. No, Josh, you come in for the second time. I want you to come over here. And then it shows them leaving the interview, and they're trotting off the floor, and he puts his arm around Josh.
Right.
Okay, respect your elders. He loves them.
Right.
Everybody raves about what a great teammate Chet is. I need to see a little selfish at some point.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you're going to be that guy, if you're going to ultimately live up to the number 2 pick, if you're going to live up to being taken over Jabari, who fell right in Sam Presti's lap, right out of the blue, fell right in his lap, and he said, no, I'm locked in. I want this guy. I'm going to get that card to the commissioner in about 5 seconds.
Right.
Okay? So all of a sudden, you're going to be pitted for your whole career against Jabari and also against Banchero, right? Mm-hmm. And Banchero, you want to talk about killer will.
Man, that Joe got a body. He got an NBA body right now.
He's got a body, but you want to talk about attack mode?
Oh, yeah.
He came out against Jabari when
he said, I want him.
Yeah, I want him.
What you mean you want him? No. Ain't no, I want to guard him.
Yeah, and I want to attack him.
Yes.
And you could just tell he came to play.
Yes.
He came to score.
Yes.
He came to say, get out of my, I got this.
Yes.
I got this. I don't see any of that yet in Chet. I see a glimpse here or there, but I need to see him say, I'm just better than you.
Yes.
So here. I want to see him post up and call for the ball and get it and wheel and shoot a jump hook.
Well, I think the thing that's working against him, Shea is going to get the most shots. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He will.
He's the best player. They just gave Lou Dort.
Been lighting it up for the Canadian national team.
They
did. They gave Lou Dort his money.
They gave him his money.
Mm-hmm. And Josh Giddey.
I told you Josh Giddey can play. I watched him. I watched him against the Lakers. I watched him a couple of other games last year when they had anything better to do.
Yep.
He can play.
He's got some point guard in him, and he's like 6'8".
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you got some nice pieces. That kid they drafted from Santa Clara. That.
I know you're talking about. I forget his name.
He can play.
Yes.
He can play. They got nice young pieces.
Yes.
Now it doesn't add up to any kind.
Yeah, they don't add up to making no playoffs or anything like that.
No.
I mean, can they make the play in? I don't even know if they can make the play in.
Okay. So. He's going to get a little honeymoon here because he weighs 195 pounds.
Yes.
But at some point, Shannon Sharp's going to be sitting over there saying, I just need to see more.
Right.
Well, it's going to come faster than you know.
Yes. I don't know, Skip.
It'll be interesting to see, guys, this young crop of talent that came into the NBA with this draft. Some promising figures, that's for sure. All right, Skip, we got to get back to your Cowboys. Will Dak and his team end that 26-year Super Bowl drought this year? Skip and Shannon debate that when Undisputed returns.